Miss Dani here from the Pleasant Hills Public Library, and I'm so excited you could join me today for Tuesday Tales. This family story time will be premiering every Tuesday at 1:30 on our Facebook page and YouTube channel through December 15th. Because even though we're not having people inside the library yet, we are still here for you. Today we're going to be talking all about going back to school. This year certainly is different, friends, huh? And no matter what, whether you're learning in school, at home, or some combination of either, I hope that you're making time to read during the day. Reading out loud is super important for everybody, from our little babies, even our grown-ups. Your brain processes the sounds different than if you're just reading to yourself, and it helps make those connections that help your brain grow. So, read aloud to yourself, read aloud to a friend, read aloud to your pet, read aloud to your mom, your dad, your grandma, even a plant. But make sure to practice reading. It wouldn't be a story time if we didn't start with our hello song. So I'd like you to wave your hands while we sing the first verse. And if you have room, wave them nice and big. But be careful, don't bonk anybody sitting next to you. You ready? Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you today? Terrific! Let's clap our hands. Hello everybody, and clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Hello everybody, and clap your hands. Clap your hands today. That was excellent. Let's stomp our feet. Hello everybody, and stomp your feet. Stomp your feet. Stomp your feet. Hello everybody, and stomp your feet. Stomp your feet today. Very good. Now, do you think that you can stomp your feet super fast? Yeah? Let's do it on the count of 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Fast! Whoa! Freeze. That was crazy fast. Now, let's do the opposite. What is the opposite of fast? That's right, it's slow. So let's do some slow stomping. Very good. And now, my friends, let's try stomping big and loud. Do you think we can do it? I think we can. So last time we counted up to 3. This time let's count down from 3. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Big and loud! That was crazy! You are very loud, my friends. So now let's try the opposite. What is the opposite of big and loud? Do you know? That's right. Small and quiet. So let's do some tiptoe stomping. Very good. Our first story today is told from the school building's perspective. Have you ever wondered what the building thought about being a school? Well, now we're going to find out. This is School's First Day of School, written by Adam Rex and illustrated by Christian Robinson, and read today with permission of Macmillan Press. That summer, they dug up the big field and poured the foundation and set brick on top of brick until they built a school. A sign above the door read, Frederick Douglass Elementary. Oh, well, that's a good name for me, thought the school. Most days, a man named Janitor came to mop the school and buff his floors and wash his windows. Well, this is nice, the school said to Janitor. Just the 2 of us.
Well, it won't be just us for long, said Janitor. Soon the teachers will come, and then you'll be filled with children.
The school creaked. Children?
Oh, all kinds of children. They'll come to play games and to learn.
Oh, said the school. Will you be there?
Well, you'll see me after the school day is over, said Janitor. Don't worry, you'll like the children. But the school thought the janitor was probably wrong about that.
And then they came, the children did. And there were more of them than the school could possibly have imagined. They got everywhere. They opened and closed all of his doors and lockers and drank water from his fountains and played on his jungle gym. Oh, so that's what that's for, thought the school. Some of the older kids gathered by the school's back fence and showed each other their bored faces. This place stinks, said one, and the school gasped. I hate school, said another with puffy hair, to the agreement of his friends. And the school sagged a little. One very small girl with freckles didn't want to come inside the school at all. Her mother had to carry her. Oh, I must be awful, the school whispered to himself. Later, he squirted the puffy-haired kid in the face, and then he felt bad afterwards. I'm sure it was an accident. He watched the kindergarten kids sit on one of his rugs. The teacher said, as we go around the circle, please tell us your name. And there was an Aiden, and a Max, and a Bella, and another Aiden, and an Emma, and a Caden, and a Chloe. And the small girl with freckles was next, but she wouldn't speak. She only stared at her shoes until the teacher moved on. I don't like school, she whispered into her lap. Well, thought the school, maybe it doesn't like you either. The children were in their chairs finally, but just as school was starting to relax, his fire alarm sounded, and all the children exited and walked to the other side of the field and stared at him. He was so embarrassed. He held his doors open for them when they returned. Sorry, he said as the first child entered. Sorry, sorry, sorry. He told them all, even the girl with freckles. At 12 o'clock, the school was filled with food. 12:30, the school was filled with garbage. At one table, a boy told a funny joke, and another boy laughed so hard that milk came out his nose. Now I'm covered with nose milk, thought the school. He did have to admit that it was a pretty funny joke, though. Even the girl with freckles liked it. After lunch, the kindergarten kids learned about shapes. A rectangle has 4 sides, said the teacher. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a square has 4 sides, too. In fact, a square is actually a special kind of rectangle. Oh, wow, said the school. I did not know that. Did you know that? Afterwards, the children made pictures with glitter and paste. The girl with freckles made a picture of the school. Well, it looks just like me, thought the school, except it's glittery. It's like she's known me my whole life. Do you think I could have your picture? Said the teacher. Don't tell anyone, but I think it's the best. The school thought she was probably right about that. The freckled girl smiled when the teacher struck her drawing onto the school board with a pushpin. Ouch, said the school, but he didn't mind. Not really. At 3 o'clock, the parents came to pick up their children. At 3:30, janitor came to pick up the school. I was full of kids, the school told him, and I heard a joke, and I accidentally had a fire drill, but everyone was nice about it, and I listened to a classroom and learned about shapes. Oh, you had a big day, said janitor. Do you think the school said. Do you think you could invite everyone to come back tomorrow, especially that little freckled girl?
Janitor nodded. I'll see what I can do.
Later, Janitor sat on top of the school and they watched the sun go down. In the beginning, I didn't know what I was, said School. I thought I was your house.
Nope,
said Janitor. I suppose some other place gets to be your house, the school added. Janitor nodded.
That's true, but you gotta be a school. That's lucky.
And the school thought he was probably right about that. When we think about going back to school, maybe you think of school buses. Now, not everyone takes a school bus, and that's okay. Maybe you walk to school, maybe somebody drops you off and picks you up. But even if you don't ride a school bus, chances are you'll see them around. I hope you'll join me now, friends, in singing The Wheels on the Bus, one of my favorite songs about buses. Are you ready? The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The doors on the bus go open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. The doors on the bus go open and shut, all through the town. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the town. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 all through the town. The kids on the bus bounce up and down, up and down, up and down. The kids on the bus bounce up and down, all through the town. Now, there are more verses to that song that you know, but they don't really have anything to do with school. But tell you what, let's sing them anyway because they're fun. Let's do The Babies. Are you ready? The babies on the bus go where, 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 where. The babies on the bus go where, all through the town. The grown-ups on the bus go shh, 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 shh. The grown-ups on the bus go shh, 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 all through the town. The money on the bus goes clink, 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 clink. The money on the bus goes clink, 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 all through the town. And I like to end this song by singing that first verse again, but singing it a little bit faster. Are you ready? Let's take a deep breath. The wheels on the bus go really, really fast, really, really fast, really, really fast. The wheels on the bus go really, really fast, all through the town. Our next story features storybook character favorite Amelia Bedelia. This is part of the new series where Amelia Bedelia is a child. But if you like this one, I highly suggest you check out more from this series and the originals where Amelia Bedelia is all grown up and taking things very literally. This is Amelia Bedelia's First Day of School, written by Herman Parrish, illustrated by Lynn Avril, and read today with permission of HarperCollins Children's Publishing. So there she is, hopping onto that school bus. Amelia Bedelia couldn't wait to go to school. Here we are, said Mrs. Park, the bus driver. Time to jump off. So Amelia Bedelia backed up, then ran as fast as she could and jumped as far as she could. And Amelia Bedelia landed right on top of a grown-up. Oof. Are you my teacher? She asked. Well, I'm Mrs. O'Malley. I teach gym. Oh, said Amelia Bedelia. I am not Jim. I'm Amelia Bedelia. Can you help me find my teacher? Follow me, said Mrs. O'Malley. And Amelia Bedelia did, right into her new classroom. Well, hello there. My name is Miss Edwards. You must be Amelia. How did you know? Asked Amelia Bedelia. Because you're my last tag, Miss Edwards said. Amelia Bedelia started running. You can't catch me, she yelled. I'm too fast. Well, come back, said Miss Edwards, laughing. We aren't playing tag. I have a name tag for you. Amelia Bedelia looked at her name tag, and something was missing. So she added, Bedelia. I like my whole name, she said. It rhymes. So it does, said Miss Edwards. Now please, sit wherever you'd like. That was a hard choice for Amelia Bedelia. She liked the pictures of faraway places. She liked letters marching across the top of the board. She liked the hamster running on his wheel. She liked everything she saw, so she sat down right in the middle of the classroom. Miss Edwards began the day by calling the roll. Amelia Bedelia. What? Said Amelia Bedelia. No, not what, said Miss Edwards. Here. Well, I hear you, said Amelia Bedelia. Well, good, said Miss Edwards. When you hear your name, say it. It, hollered Amelia Bedelia. It? Said Miss Edwards. Who is it? I'll be it, said Amelia Bedelia. Can we play tag now? And everyone began to laugh. Shh, be quiet as mice, said Miss Edwards. Well, now that I am sure you are here, Amelia Bedelia, I'll read the names of your classmates. Rose, here. Teddy, here. Angel, here. Holly, here. Penny, here. Chip, here. Dawn, here. Their names were all very exciting, but Amelia Bedelia still loved her name best of all. Plop, plop, plop. Miss Edwards placed a lump of squishy clay on each desk. Let's make our favorite animals, she said. Amelia Bedelia loved hamsters, so she began making one. Rose made a giraffe, Dawn made a pony, and Clay made a big, fat bullfrog. You're funny, Amelia Bedelia, said Clay. You could be the teacher's pet. Well, Amelia Bedelia was not happy. She loved animals, but she did not want to be anyone's pet. She felt like flattening Clay's frog. If you have trouble, chickadees, said Miss Edwards, try wiggling your fingers on that clay. So that is exactly what Amelia Bedelia did. And soon Clay was laughing so hard he could not stop. Amelia Bedelia, said Clay, stop tickling me. Clean up, everybody clean up, sang Miss Edwards. It's time for music. Mrs. Melody arrived with her guitar and tambourine. We will sing like birds today, la la, she trilled. Tweet, tweet, chip, chip. Then the students toured the library with Mr. Stacks. I want to see your little noses in the books, said Mr. Stacks. Ouch! In gym class, Mrs. O'Malley taught them how to run like cheetahs. At last it was time for lunch. Do you feel like a sloppy Joe? Asked the lady behind the lunch counter. No, said Amelia Bedelia. Do I look like one? Well, here you are, said the lady. I hope your eyes aren't bigger than your stomach. Me too, said Amelia Bedelia. Then they would not fit in my head. Oh. Amelia Bedelia, said Rose after lunch, do you want to jump rope with us? Amelia Bedelia smiled. Sure, she said, and she put the rope on the ground and jumped over it. Amelia Bedelia was a terrific rope jumper. Rose giggled, and so did Holly and Dawn and Joy. But before long, everyone on the playground was jumping rope the Amelia Bedelia way. There was time for one last project. Miss Edwards brought out big sheets of paper, glue, and scissors. This is free time, she said. Create something wonderful. Amelia Bedelia decided to make daisies for her mother. So she got a piece of white paper for the petals, and a piece of yellow paper for the centers, and another piece of white paper, and another piece of yellow paper, and another piece of white paper, and another piece of yellow paper, and another piece of white paper, and another piece of yellow paper. Amelia Bedelia, said Miss Edwards, don't be a ping-pong ball. Please sit down. But I need green for the stems. Enough is enough, said Miss Edwards. "Please glue yourself to your seat." So Amelia Bedelia did. And since her daisies didn't have stems, she glued them to her headband until the school day ended. "Well, goodbye, my squirrels and ladybugs," said Miss Edwards. She was standing in the doorway giving everyone a gold star. "See you tomorrow." Soon Amelia Bedelia was the only one left. "Amelia Bedelia," said Miss Edwards, "why are you still here?" "Because," said Amelia Bedelia, "you told me to glue myself to my seat." "So I did," said Miss Edwards. "And so I did," said Amelia Bedelia. Amelia Bedelia stood up, and the chair stood up with her. Miss Edwards chuckled and then laughed out loud. "Oh, Amelia Bedelia," Miss Edwards said, "I should have known better than to say that to you, especially on your first day of school." As Miss Edwards got Amelia Bedelia unstuck, she whispered, "Do you want to know a secret? Today is my first day, too. I'm a brand new teacher." "We both deserve gold stars," said Amelia Bedelia. "You'll have lots of fun tomorrow," said Miss Edwards. "We are having an assembly." "Oh, hooray!" said Amelia Bedelia. "What are we going to build?" "Memories," said Miss Edwards. Then she tapped Amelia Bedelia once on the very top of her head. "Tag!" said Miss Edwards. "You are it until tomorrow." Amelia Bedelia smiled. She couldn't wait to come back to school. For our next part, friends, I want you to look around wherever you are and see if you can find something to wave. Maybe that's a sock or a towel, a paper towel or a cloth towel, or maybe it's a bandana or an actual scarf, or maybe a piece of clothing that's lying around. Whatever you can find that you can wave. And if you can't find anything, that's okay too. You can wave your hands as we sing. For our first song, we're going to sing "This Is the Way," and I'm going to come up with a couple different fun actions. And because this video is premiering in the afternoon, I'm going to end by saying "in the afternoon." But if you're watching this in the morning or at night, feel free to change it when you sing it at home. Are you ready, friends? This is the way we wave our scarves, wave our scarves, wave our scarves. This is the way we wave our scarves in the afternoon. Very good. Now let's twist. This is the way we twist side to side, twist side to side, twist side to side. This is the way we twist side to side in the afternoon. Very good. Now make a circle. This is the way we make a circle, make a circle, make a circle. This is the way we make a circle in the afternoon. Very good. Let's toss those scarves. You ready? This is the way we toss our scarves, toss our scarves, toss our scarves. This is the way we toss our scarves in the afternoon. Did you catch it? Let's move on now and do our popcorn rhyme. This is one of my favorites. You're going to take your scarf or whatever you're using and scrunch, scrunch, scrunch it up nice and small. And our rhyme goes like this. Put the popcorn in the pan and it gets nice and hot. Sizzle, 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 pop! Let's try it again. You ready? Put the popcorn in the pan and it gets nice and hot. Sizzle, 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 pop! Let's try that rhyme one more time, and then we'll move on to our last story. This time, I'd like you to try to catch your scarf without your hands. So that means see if you can get it to land on your shoulder, your head, maybe your elbow. Ooh, slippery, isn't it? Your knee, wherever you can get it to land. And if you're doing this with your hands, you can imagine tons of popcorn just exploding everywhere. All right, are you ready? Put the popcorn in the pan and it gets nice and hot. Sizzle, 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 pop! Our last story today features some monsters, but don't worry, they're friendly, happy monsters. This is Monsters Love School, written and illustrated by Mike Austin and read today with permission of HarperCollins Children's Publishing. Brave little monsters love big adventures, diving and swinging, splashing and singing all summer long. Roll, roll, roll your monster gently through the swamp. But summer has come to an end. And now it's time to get ready for the biggest adventure of all. Monster School! Yeah, oh yeah, woohoo, yay, awesome! School, go. Well, we need a backpack filled with special supplies for this big adventure. Check the list, says Greenie. Tape, paper, stapler, ruler, crayons, glue, folders, pencil, eraser, paint, scissors, lunch.
Tape, check. Paper, check. Ruler, check.
Lunchbox, check. Crayons, check.
Oh, what if I get hungry?
When do we eat? asked Blue. Well, we eat at lunchtime in the cafeteria, says Little Gray. Let's go, buddy. Good morning, says Miss Wiggles. What if no one likes me? Worries Blue. You're going to make lots of new friends, says Little Gray. Wiggle, wiggle. Miss Wiggle sings, wiggle, wiggle, cross the street. Off to school, now move those feet. What's school for anyway? asked Blue. I already know my ABGs and my 413s and my XYDs. Silly monster. We'll show you, says Little Gray.
Principal Blinken says school is for learning your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s and your XYZs.
School is for painting and folding and pasting, says Miss Scribble, the art teacher. I made a fancy hat fit for a queen. I love art class, says Pinky.
I made a superhero mask, grrr, says Blue.
I made a mustache, says Little Gray. I made a mistake. Please help, says Goo. That's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. I'll help you fix it, says Miss Scribble. School is for making new friends, says Pinky. I love your fancy hat. Nice job, Your Majesty.
I love recess.
Why, thank you. Your superhero mask is quite splendid. School is for reading and writing and spelling, says Miss Spell. Can you spell monster? M-O-N-S-T-E-R. M-O-N-S-T-E-R. M-O-N-S-T-E-R.
M-U-N-Z-D-E-R.
No, M-O-N-S-T-E-R. H-U-N-G-R-Y. When do we eat?
School's for trying new things, Chef Octi, like my delicious, nutritious, world-famous school gruel.
Yummy, yummy monsters drool for school gruel. Miss Hez says, school is for learning your monster history. Mrs. His history class is awesome.
Well, now it's time for Explorer Book Club, says Mr. Reed, the librarian.
And let's hear it for Singing Club, shouts Miss Warble. Give it up for our newest group, the High Notes. Oh, they're so beautiful, sniffles Pinky. Ding, ding, ding. It's the end of the school day. Time to go home. Well, hi, Blue, says Little Gray. How was your first day of school? Well, I was kind of scared, but now I'm not. I'm learning my ABCs and my 1, 2, 3s and my XYZs. I made a cool new superhero mask in art class. I met a lot of new friends. I'm learning to read and write and spell. I ate school gruel, and tomorrow I'm bringing lunch. I'm learning my monster history. Book club at the library is awesome. I sang funny songs. I had fun. And you know what else? I love Monster School! And now, friends, I'm going to show you how to do an easy drawing of a school bus. All you need is paper and something to draw with. That could be crayons, markers, colored pencils, whatever you have on handy. Are you ready? Let's get started. For our craft idea today, I'm going to show you how to draw a school bus. You'll need something to draw with, whether that's crayons, markers, colored pencils, or just a regular pencil, and a piece of paper. I'm going to use a black colored pencil for my outlines, and then I'll color everything in with the other colored pencils. So to start, we're going to draw a rectangle. A rectangle has 4 sides. 2 sides are short and 2 sides are long. Next, we're going to add a square to one side of our rectangle. This becomes the engine block of the bus. Our rectangle is the body. Do you see the shape there? Now we're going to add some circles for the wheels. 1, 2. Don't forget to add a rectangle for the door and some square windows. There's 1 window, 2 windows, and 3 windows. Now we have the basic shape of our bus. Here's the fun part. We can color it in. Most school buses are yellow, but you don't have to make your school bus yellow if you don't want to. Yours can be any color you like. Maybe your favorite color is pink with polka dots or blue with stripes. Make your bus that way. That's the fun part about art. There's really no wrong way to do it. Once you've colored in the bulk of your bus, it's time to add some fun details. Maybe you'd like to add somebody in your bus. I'm going to draw a curly-haired bus driver. And maybe a short-haired person riding the bus. And then maybe, just because it's silly, I'll draw a kitty cat riding the bus. That would be fun, huh, friends? I'm going to add a door handle and maybe some little windows on that door too. Because it doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be yours. You can also add the road and maybe some trees in the background or some bushes. It's up to you. Like I said, there's no wrong way to make art. I hope that however and wherever you're learning this year, that you're having fun. Please remember that even though our library is closed to the public, we are still here for you. That means we have tons of great e-resources that you can access. We also have curbside pickup service. So if there is a book or a movie or any item inside the Pleasant Hills Public Library, or at any library in Allegheny County library system, we can get it for you. When you do a curbside pickup order, we check your items out, we bag them up, and put them outside on our pickup table at the time you decide. Super duper easy. If you'd like to start a curbside pickup order, give us a call at 412-655-2424 or send us an email to pleasanthills@einetwork.net. All right, friends, it's time to say goodbye. So find someone or something to hug and let's sing our goodbye song. Are you ready? The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Bye. See you next time.